is the reality. That is the reality. I live my life in closer alignment to Yeshua than 99% of his followers on the live. That is the reality. So I'm sorry if that offends you. Carver, stop. And this is the issue as well. It's the labeling. It's the labeling. Oh, you have to be under this belief system to follow this. No, you need this label. You need to read this passage to be able... No, guys, you are the ones who created the rules. You are the ones who created the rules. You have created all of these labels and constructs which do nothing but create division in society. That is why religion was made by humans. It is to create division. Do you not understand? These are made to divide humans. That is why there are different titles. Let me get one thing straight, guys, okay? I just want to clarify something, because I know people love to misquote me, because I know people love to misunderstand me, okay? I know people love it. You guys have a hobby of doing this. Terrence? Dwight and Terrence, I have said nothing wrong. I have said nothing wrong. I have said nothing wrong. Listen to me. Listen to me. I respect your beliefs, guys. I do. Okay? I am not telling you that you should not follow what you want to follow. A lot of people like to put words in my mouth. If you are going to have a problem with me, have a problem with me for something that I said, not something somebody else told you I said. Let me be very clear right now. If you are Christian, good for you. If you are Muslim, good for you. If you are a Hindu, good for you. Whatever religion you want to follow, it is your life. It is your choice. Do what you want. I respect it. Okay? The only reason that religion is relevant to the topic of veganism is because when religious people come up here and they ask to discuss veganism with me, right? And I ask them, the person, the adult who consented to being here, tells me that the reason they eat animals is because X book says that they can, X book being the book name to whatever religion the person is. That then opens the conversation to me, another consenting adult, to discuss their excuses and their belief around the consumption of animals with them. Okay, that is the only reason religion is brought up on this live. I never start the conversation. But if somebody comes up here and they are going to use their religion as a reason to consume and pay for death and blood and violence, I will call it out. In the same way that if you guys were speaking to someone who was justifying death and abuse of innocent dogs, and you would call out their BS and you would tell them they were wrong, that is the exact same reason that I am sat here right now speaking for the animals. Because these little guys below me, they don't have a voice. They can't... Get that off my head, Carver. These little guys below me, they can't scream loud enough to be heard. They can't sign government petitions. They can't protest on the street. They can't knock on your door and say, hey, Terrence and Dwight, please stop paying for my death. Please leave me and my family alone. You want to talk about cults? You are paying for hell on earth for the animals. Hell. You want to talk about hell? You want to talk about cults? You want to talk about evil? What you guys are paying to happen to animals is nothing short of evil. Demonic hell is what you are paying for these animals. And you know that I'm right. You know that I'm right. That is why people don't like vegans, because we speak the truth. You know that I'm right. You pay for these chickens on their first day of life to go down conveyor belts and get macerated, get their head taken off by a huge blade. You pay for mother cows to be forcefully impregnated. You pay for mother cows to be held down and impregnated against their consent or their will. Some of these cows are blind, some of them are disabled, some of them can barely walk, some of them can't even communicate effectively. And they are being forcefully impregnated because you pay for it. You pay for it. That is why I'm speaking to you. You guys pay for it. Not because you have to. Not because you're in a survival situation. Not because you're in a forest about to, pass away from dehydration or you're starving. Because you like the taste of the product, bro. There are innocent animals being forcefully impregnated because you like the taste of their body. And you want me to be silent. You want me to be silent. So I'm supposed to sit here as an animal lover, as someone who genuinely cares about innocent animals' lives. And I'm supposed to just keep my mouth shut and let you keep paying for their death and violence. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. As long as there are animals unnecessarily being committed to the biggest Holocaust that we have seen on this planet. And by the way, before you start getting offended now, yes, by definition, what we are doing to animals fits the dictionary definition of the word Holocaust. By definition. So before you guys start crying in the chat like, oh, how can you make that comparison? Yes, statistically speaking, we are holocausting 100 billion animals on a yearly basis. And yes, it fits the definition in the dictionary of the word Holocaust. If you have a problem with that, please go to Oxford, knock on their door and say, hey, Oxford, I don't like the definition parameters that you have attached to this word. Please change the definition. Take it up with them. Okay, I speak the English language as it's supposed to be spoken, and the reality is, stop putting potatoes on my head! And the reality is, guys, is that you are factually paying for an animal holocaust. And when I say biggest, by the way, let me be very clear, because again, people love to misquote me. People love to take things out of context, have their own narrative spin on it. Let me be very clear. When I say biggest Holocaust, I mean biggest statistically. Yeah? So before you go running along to misquote me and say that I said something I didn't say, what I'm saying is a 100% fact, right? Because based on the definition of the word Holocaust, what we are doing to animals describes a Holocaust. By the definition of the word. So don't come crying to me, by definition of the word. And when I say the biggest Holocaust, I mean statistically speaking, 100 billion animals are being holocausted every single year. Every single year. To the person that said this isn't a peaceful debate, you come in here expecting peace when you pay for violence? You come in here expecting kindness when you pay for death? You come in here expecting respect when you pay for animals to go through the most violent, disgusting things every day? That is what I don't understand, right? That is what I don't understand. People come on here and they're like, VK, why don't you just calm down? Why don't you just be calm? Why don't you just be nice? Since I started this live, millions of animals have had their life taken because other people think that their taste buds are more important than their life. Since I started this live stream, millions of animals have lost their lives. If you guys cared, thank you, Kaylee. If you guys cared anywhere near about if you guys care about animals anywhere near as much as you guys claim to, you guys would have a problem too. The reason you don't have a problem is because you don't care about animals. That is the reality, guys. Carver, stop. The reality is the reason that none of you are doing anything about what is happening to animals is because you don't care. Okay? Carpenter, thank you for being honest, by the way. Genuinely. I really appreciate that. Someone like Carpenter saying they don't care about animals, I have so much respect for, by the way. Because at least he's honest, bro. At least Carpenter is honest. At least he can admit, I don't care about animals. Full respect to you, Carpenter. What annoys me is the people who sit here on this live and have the audacity to say, I love animals, I care about animals. So why are their bodies in your fridge, my guy? Why are the bodies of the beings that you claim to love in your fridge, my guy? That is some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff right there, bro. That is something Jeffrey Dahmer would say. Oh, Steve's been missing? My neighbor Steve's been missing? Oh, I love Steve. Oh, I love Steve. Oh, I know he's in my fridge right now, but I love Steve. Yeah. That is Jeffrey Dahmer shit right there, bro. And that is what you guys are doing. You are sitting there every day saying, I love animals. I'm an animal lover. Oh, I love animals. So why are their bodies in your fridge, bro? Why? Get that off me. Why are their bodies in your fridge? Think about it. They're not there because they have to be there. Again, let me make this very clear, right? There are people in certain parts of the world that have to eat animals for their survival. There are certain indigenous cultures that live in the forest that hunt. I have nothing against them. I'm not speaking to indigenous people. I'm not speaking to people in third world countries. I'm speaking to human beings in the US and the UK who have the option to thrive on a plant-based diet, yet choose violence every day. You choose violence every day, not because you have to, because you want to. And then you talk about Yeshua. You choose death every day instead of life, not because you have to, because you choose to. But you claim to be a follower of Yeshua. You pay for blood, violence, death, and suffering every single day, not because you have to, because you want to. And you claim to be a follower of Yeshua. Think about that. Think about that. You can follow Yeshua and be vegan. You can follow Yeshua and not pay for violence. You can follow Yeshua and be kind to animals. Be respectful. Yeah, you might sacrifice a bit of taste pleasure. Is that not worth it for a life, bro? Is that not worth it for a life of a sentient being? Do you not value the life of these animals below me? Do you care that little? Kessler, get off the live! Do you care that little? That having a 9 out of 10 taste experience compared to a 7 is worth an innocent animal's life? Do you care that little about the little animals below me? Look at them, bro. Look at them. These are not robots. These are not machines. Call me crazy. Call me uncool. I don't care. Do you not think that I'm aware that I don't gain popularity from being vegan? Do you not think if I wanted to be liked, I could just lie and say that I'm not vegan? I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to speak for the little guy. I'm here to defend the innocent animals. That is why I'm here. That is why I'm here. And yes, Duckpool, if you don't care about animals, that's... I'm sorry for caring, guys. You guys can call me a lot of things, but there's one thing that nobody on this life can deny. I care about animals more than anybody else here. Anybody else here. So much so that I don't care if it makes me unpopular to defend them. I don't care if I look crazy to defend them. I don't care if the whole world hates me for defending them. I don't care if my life has to be put on the line to defend them. I will do it because that is how much I care about. Listen. Because a lot of people go, VK, man, you know, I like you, but why'd you have to talk about religion, bro? Can't you just leave religion out of it? You are using religion as a justification to pay for the death of 3 trillion beings on a yearly basis. The reason there are trillions of animals dying every year is because you use religion as an excuse. Not me. You use it as an excuse. You use it. Please stop. Please stop. Let me speak. Please let me speak. Please. I need to address this. Please. Please, I need to address this. Please, I need to address this. Please listen to me. Christians, I have no issue with you guys. Muslims, I have no issues with you guys. I just want you to leave the animals alone. I'm not speaking because I think I'm better than you. I'm not speaking because I'm trying to change your belief or your faith. If you want to worship Allah, go for it. If you want to... Enough! Let me speak! Let me finish. I am not done speaking. I have not finished my point. I need to finish my point. Dwight and Terence, I know you guys don't like it when I speak about Christianity. I'd like to start off by saying I have love and respect for both of you. Okay? I respect you, Dwight. I respect you, Terence. I respect... Stop! Just stop! Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me... Dwight and Terence, I respect your belief.